back out to Tuscaloosa, Alabama with Chase Jenkins. In this episode, he's going to talk about make-ready procedures with an AR-15.
Ready, Griff? And hit it! Hey folks, Chase Jenkins from Talon Defense. Today we're at the Tuscaloosa County Sheriff's Office training facility in Berry, Alabama. We're going to talk about a make-ready procedure. The first thing that we want to do is to make sure that we've protected ourselves and then we've got our guns up and working. If I had a quarter for every time somebody told me that they were ready, when indeed they weren't, I wouldn't have to be out here hustling so hard. It is a range issue that we have guys say they're ready to start the drill, they bring the gun up and we get a click like Griff just did, but it also translates over into real world applications where we've had guys make entries and the optics weren't ready, the flashlights wasn't working. There's also been several documented instances where officers came up on target, pressed the trigger and got a click in a real life situation when they needed a bang. So what we want to do is have a standard way to make sure that we're protected and all of our gear is working. The way we do that is we always come first, right? Protect yourself. Eyes first, then ears, then any other equipment that we've got to put on. Plates, helmets, padding, anything of that nature. Protect yourself first. Then we're going to go to the guns. The little gun will always be first. It's the gun that we always have on us. So we make it ready first. We're also going to take the opportunity to burn a good technique and repetitions when we do this. So the gun will come up, press out on target. We'll bring it in so we can work on it, assess that mag, insert it aggressively, rip the slide off, some sort of press check to make sure that that gun is indeed working. We would also test any optics lights that we had on that gun and we go back to the holster with it. Then we start working on the big gun. All right, so the wrist is going to be our weakest link between the fingertips and the elbow, so I always want to lock that gun underneath the arm to give me some pressure, counter pressure, right? We're set up for success as well, so we have those spare magazines where we can easily assess them and everything is ready to go in the gun without any excess movement. We'll bring the magazine up, a good grip on it, aggressive insertion with a push-pull to make sure that the magazine is locked in. We then go to the bolt release or rip the charging handle out of the gun. We're going to bring that magazine out then and see if that top round indeed changed sides. If it is, we know that that round is in the chamber and it's ready to go. We're going to reinsert that magazine again with an aggressive push-pull. Then we're going to make sure that the bolt is forward. This is usually the first and most problematic issue we see with a carbine is guys will not have the bolt seated, right? So we're going to use our fingertip on the support hand, find that detent in the bolt, which was Stoner's original forward assist. We're just going to put forward pressure on there to make sure that that bolt is indeed seated. Then we'll roll that dust cover up. The gun is loaded and ready to go. Then we would test any lights out here to make sure that they're working, batteries in them, that we have them in the on position. We'd test any illuminators or lasers that we had out there. Then we'd make sure that our optic was on. If it's some type of lighted reticle, we want to make sure that that's on. Then we would also test that lighted reticle against any white light that we may use to make sure that we can pick it up if we turn the lights on, right? What that's going to do for us is ensure that everything on that gun is working when it's time to go. So instead of getting a click when we come up on target, we're going to get a bang when we need it, right? So we know everything is up and working. Some type of press check, some type of chamber verification to make sure that everything again is working when we need it to. The old adage is the two loudest sounds you'll ever hear is a click when you need a bang and a bang when you need a click. All right, now we want to unload the carbine. We're going to stay consistent with manipulating the gun. We'll take the magazine out, we aggressively run the charging handle to the rear 3 times, we stow that magazine, and then we ensure that the chamber is unloaded. What we've done here is stayed consistent in techniques. The make ready procedure was basically empty reload. The unloading procedure was basically carrying a type 3 malfunction. Chase Jenkins from Talon Defense. I hope to see you on the range.
Trigger Time TV is brought to you by Bravo Company Manufacturing, B5 Systems, Sticky Holsters, Car Arms, American Tactical, Hudson Manufacturing, Silencer Co., Arachnagrip, JTAC Industries, Hornady, Kinetic Development Group, Prime One Camo, Cool, Rudy Project, and Peltor.
We would like to dedicate today's show to the men and women of the United States military and law enforcement, the people that stand in the gap and keep our country free. God bless America.